What?
The art.
No.
Yes.
It's just a photo. It's not like I'm claiming it as mine or anything. I'm just using it for now.
Yes.
I may or may not have started the stream already, but I have absolutely no idea. Oh yeah, it is live already. Cool. That means we can just kind of like start and stuff. Nice. Okay then, well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another stream of my absolute awful trash luck. This is day 3 of me trying to get my poor gleaming eaglet, and it's just not coming here, and it's offensive. I've been trying for 3 days, and everybody else be over here just like, yep, I already have shiny Dusket, and I'm like, what? And that's just not fair to me. So even though I want to give up already at this point, because I'm very just bad at hunting in general, I am going for it. So that's fun. Eventually I also want to add music to my streams, but that's not probably going to happen anytime soon. I mean, it probably already has been in one of the other ones because I was listening to it while I was being dead quiet and stuff, but that's because it was quiet time around my place. So, yeah, this is a stream where I talk to absolutely nobody, and it's cool. I like that. So, for now, what I've done is I've actually been doing a lot off stream as well, just trying to get it. I've been recording it for the most part, so that if I did catch it, I could at least put it into a video to upload that I did get it. So that's nice, at least, but I've still had absolutely no luck at all. It's day 3, I've just been going on and on and on, and there's still nothing. And then all these other people have already fully evolved theirs and got super lucky, and I'm just sitting here with absolutely nothing, and it's great. So that's fun and all that. Also ignore all my existing and whatnot. So right now, I guess I'm gonna talk about how bored I am. Right now, because I've been doing this for so long, I haven't experienced any of the story, and I haven't watched any other streamers, which I usually would do if I weren't streaming myself. I could see how they're doing, where they're at, and I'd try to join them. But now that I'm doing this myself, maybe I can get a nice following and then join up with some. Honestly, something that I think that's not done very often is like for Pokemon or Loomian Legacy, whichever the case may be. I find it more interesting when there are people together, but I don't see too many channels too often that are just hanging out together. And if at some point I'm able to do that with, like, I don't know, it's a pipe dream, but like Think Noodles, or there's Domino, if he'll still play this. Just any of those people. That'd eventually be very cool. Seeing like a double stream, so you can have multiple tabs open and be talking both at once. That would be super fun. For me, I just want to get my dang shiny though, or gleaming, which is not going to happen anytime soon, but that's completely okay with me. I'm just really willing to wait, apparently. Maybe it's because I'm being super stubborn, actually. Because now that I think about it, the only thing that's keeping me going is just my violent desire to have a pink bird. So yeah, I have friends who are also playing this, but don't really want to do streaming or anything like that. And they have picked the same starter as I did, but all my friends, they're just like, yeah, I'm fine with a regular one. But For me, it's just like, you either gotta have it or you don't get it. So, I haven't played any of the story except for maybe once because I was gonna give up and then I just didn't want to again. Because I was tired of thinking about having a yellow birdo. I just want my Valkyrie to be pink. Because why wouldn't I want it to be pink? That's cool. Pink is a cool color. And if anybody disagrees, well then, oof. Good on you. But that's my opinion. I like pink. Personally though, purple's the best color. It's too pretty. And cool. So another thing I can talk about, because I'm absolutely awful at transitioning from one thing to another and have absolutely no one to talk to, since no one technically watches my streams, it's mostly just when it gets uploaded people see it, which is, it's okay for now. Since I'm relatively small, I'm okay with that. I would like to grow, which is why I guess now is actually a good time to talk about what I'm going to do for future streams. And when I do, like, every time we hit a nice milestone, so when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a nice giveaway, and hopefully by then I'll actually have my claiming eaglet. I'm pretty sure no one wants to sit around for this all that time, so I do want to get it soon. I might just get it off stream and then post it as a video that I did get it. I probably won't react very much because I don't really do that, but it's, you know, it's going to be there so you can see it and it'll be cool. But yeah, what I plan on doing in the future is doing giveaways. I eventually want to give away duskets for now, maybe even shiny duskets. That would be amazing, honestly. It's great. So for now, the goal is just to kind of relax and enjoy it. I've been really appreciative of this whole thing, and it's been kind of quiet, a few 3 days since the game came out. So maybe I could get someone to join, someone, you know, that I know soon. I got some family around who may want to join, and I know that sounds crusty, but shh, I love my family, and I don't deny that. So anyway, gotta admit though, I like my mom and dad in this game too. I don't really particularly care about them as they are not real, of course. Because they're not real, of course. Yes, I just repeated myself. But, like, in their own way, I've already got a connection to them. As you should. You know, because they're like, look at my mom, she has ponytail, she's quite nice looking, she's cool, she's smart, she has so much technology, stuff I could never own in real life. Having a computer like that, I bet that could run, like, Minecraft, could run the best Minecraft with the best shaders and stuff. That'd be great. So, let's see what people in chat are saying. Okay, blue house. Okay. Well, that's cool. I do wonder how long it'll take for this kind of a thing to happen. I don't know why my luck is so bad. I heard there was someone who got it in 3 tries, and I probably didn't even have the gleaming charm, and here I am, sitting with the gleaming charm and occasionally buying myself some nice tokens so I can use the boosts, but I get nothing, even when I've got them tiny chances. It's just a 1 in 128 chance. That's nice and low. And then after an hour and a half of trying and trying and trying, it's still nothing. It's great. Totally not disappointed at all in Eaglet because it doesn't want to be pink. This bird is the most stubborn bird ever. You know, originally I was actually thinking about, like, what should I do? Should I choose Weevil? Should I choose Vambat or Fevine? I'm not sure. I didn't really ever think of Dripple. I was considering Mbit, but I figured Jake was gonna pick it. So there's Snow Cub and stuff, but, like, I want Eaglet, okay? In a way, it reminds me of a dog cat because it's also a bird, and it's a bird. I like birds. I like most animals, honestly. I like foxes, I like birds, I like dogs, I like cats. Just anything. Like, if it's its own thing and it's fluffy or soft in some way, it's cute and I like it. Or if it's cool. But, like, wolves. Like, I don't know. Wolves are cool. My only problem nowadays is that there are people who, those kind of people that are just like, they get too into something, I guess. Like, I've known, like, there's always been the stereotypical horse girl, and then there's dog people who are a little too into dogs. I have a fair amount of liking of dog, and I have a fair amount of liking of cat. But more specifically, I like the animals that I take care of. And when I take care of an animal, it's the best animal that lives, and I'm sure everybody agrees with that. Something I figure I could also talk about right now is not necessarily controversial, but it's about controversies as a whole. And honestly, it makes me kind of wonder, I guess, like what goes through a person's head to think, yes, I am going to make person angry who right here is already struggling, and then get myself attention. Ah, yes, perfection. Now I am the center of attention. Wonderful. And I look at those people and I just feel almost, almost bad for them, I guess. Both people, both parties that are involved in every single one. Sometimes it's hard to know who's right and who's wrong. It's kind of interesting. And of course, everything I talk about is mostly like old news kind of stuff where someone's been in an argument, turns out party A is wrong while party B was actually right all along, or it's vice versa kind of a thing. And then you just see some stuff on YouTube, it's just like, completely wasted your time, but it was fun to watch, so just, yeah, totally. Anyways, I have some awful quality. It's great. For the most part, yeah, I have that background noise because it's hot in Arizona as it is, and it's just hot. And so I'm sitting here existing and stuff. Chugga chugga. So, yeah. Another topic that I think is really interesting when it comes to just things like this is like, you really think about it, and then you forget what you're gonna say, which is just what I did. So, that, yeah. Anyway, I have been called down to a staircase that which wants me to fall down itself, and then I must go do something that requires me to exist as a human being. So I apologize for my absence currently to the 0 viewers as of this moment. I'm not going to crop this out though, because I'm lazy boy. So I'll be right back, my ladies and gentlemen. Good, yes. Ah, yes.
What's up, YouTube?
Do not. Okay, we are back. I am back from existing as a human being, and now I can finally be the hermit that I am. And we are going back to trying to get the most important thing of all, a nice pink bird that is originally yellow, because that's some high quality stuff. Honestly, how can you not want a pink bird? That is amazing. Not to mention the fact that when it's a pink bird, it's not just any pink bird, it's a buff pink bird. That is, yes. So anyways, for the most part, all I really need to do is die inside a little bit more. I would only die a little bit more though if I had actually gotten one and just my eyes mistake me. That would make me the saltiest human being alive, and I cannot stand for that. See, it's yellow still. Honestly, I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right at the same time. So, like, for that one person that decides to, like, actually comment on the video, like a cool person, just let me know if you actually watched the whole thing and if you saw me get one, so that I know if we need to just get dead inside and kind of thing. So that'd be cool. I'm also looking forward to actually getting it, because once I do, I can start building up on my Loomians, and then I can start preparing for the first giveaway, which will eventually be done when I actually have at least maybe 10 viewers. I know that's like a lot to ask, honestly, but if I can ever get 10 people viewing at once on the stream, I'll be doing a giveaway. And it won't be anything necessarily good at first unless I get super lucky and don't have anything that I want to keep on my team. Then anything else can be given away. Of course, I also do eventually want to begin doing a nice Gleam Dex. Well, more like a Gleampedia, I guess you would call it. That would be quite interesting to do, considering now it's called the Loomipedia. That's just about all I've heard. But, yeah, I think it'll be nice, and I would like to have started on that honestly long ago, but I'm already having a very hard time with just in general trying to get my starter. And I don't have anywhere near the amount of Robux to buy my way through all of them. And of course, there's no way for me to get all of them at once, so in order for me to get enough Gleamings to do the starters, that'll be a pain, but I'll have to wait until far into the future at least. I'm definitely going to put them in order in the specific amount of boxes. I'm assuming there will only be maybe one to 175 Loomians total throughout the world. Even only if just 100, I'm completely fine with that. Gives me some time to not have to worry about 800 different ones. Because when you really consider it, that's really crazy to imagine what other people have done for things like Pokemon. Getting all 800 in the past. Honestly, I know it kind of sucks, because in the next upcoming game, it's like big rip. Shout out to all those people. Ouch. Because people, they just can't do it anymore. You're going to be sitting there like, well, great. Now I'm out of a business, and all I can do is my randomizer, if even possible, and if it's just so limited, it feels like. The only reason I feel any different about, for example, Loomian Legacy is because it's made by, well, individual creators, and I can appreciate that. They're not a multi-billion-dollar company that's getting slowly lazy with their stuff. I can truly look at these guys and look at them and just think, wow, they really poured their heart into this. Because not only have they, just about maybe 10 people, come up with already so many different kinds of things for us to get. We already have our first roaming. It's great. What I want to get is one of them, what is it, corrupted? Yeah, I think so. I want to get a corrupted Loomian, if not, maybe a corrupted Dusket. Because I know full well, at least, because, yeah, I have not heard much. I've heard very little, but from what I do know, I think it should be that corrupteds get stat boosts. Kind of reminds me of Pokerus for Pokemon, in a way. But stat boosts rather than just the EV boosts, which would be an interesting thing to see. If they have higher level kind of things, I wonder if, like, maybe gammas are going to be the opposite of, like, you know, they could be the opposite of just regular corrupted Loomians, and it could lead into, like, the lore of this, and it would be so interesting. Like, is there something that's causing them to be corrupted? Will the corruption spread to other Loomians is a question I might ask. Is it just a really rare chance? Do they need to just be that way? Can they become that way if they maybe get injured enough by a certain corrupted Loomian? That's another thing I want to consider and think about. I think that'd be really cool. It's kind of, yeah, I'm basically just slapping all of the ideas that are similar to Pokerus and looking at it and think that's completely relevant, because it could totally happen. But all in all, I do really appreciate how all this new stuff can be brought into a game because it's a fan game, and it's not going by the same name, but obviously it's really noticeable that this game is probably going to be bigger than any other possible fan games that are based purely towards, you know, Pokemon, which of course you could also just separate it and call it its own game. There have been several similar things that happened on Roblox over the course of the past few years and whatnot. Like there was Monsters of Etheria and all sorts of stuff. Personally, I didn't like that one very much. I'm just kind of a weird person that way. I'm not exactly just going to like something that someone else makes, even if it were technically different. It's just a matter of how you make your characters. And I think that Loomian Legacy does actually properly reflect that. And they look very good, too, I must say. It's definitely a very high quality kind of a thing. Everything looks professional. And it's only made by a small group, which is really just amazing. And I've already said that, but you can't say that kind of a thing enough. It's really cool. So anyway, here we are on attempt number, I don't even know what the heck anymore. It's like 370 maybe, I haven't counted. And that's like including both on-stream and off-stream. And I haven't even been paying attention properly or keeping track. I've been using just a little number counter to keep me counted and up to date. But it just doesn't seem to want to keep up, and it's just saying no thank you. So that's obnoxious in a way, but I'm okay with it, I guess. So moving on, I guess another thing is, like this area, I guess, when we're talking about it. When we're it's just like this room, I do not like it. I do, but I don't. And I know that sounds like a completely random thing to say, but like, hear me out. Why'd you need a storage room? I don't know, I mean, maybe I'm being dumb. Yeah, I'm being dumb. Shh, just ignore that. I'm just gonna hide my existence, saying that it's completely normal for me to question why there's a door. Maybe something to consider, because I was looking at it a while back on one of the fan discords, is the fan right here into the vent. There's a good possibility, because this reminds me of back when Loomian Legacy was brick bronze, and it had some similar kind of features that seemed like you'd eventually be able to go in there, but you never did actually get the chance. I've always wondered what could have been in there, but it's really too bad it all got discontinued. Because I know for sure, and everyone probably knows, that had they not been taken down when they were, I think the game would have had a lot more it wanted to accomplish. For example, after beating the Elite Four of that game, there would have been a lot more plot to it. So like, you could go in that cave, and you'd find more stuff about how you'd be able to travel to this other world And there's a good chance that Loomian Legacy would have actually never existed because there's like the hide and seek game that Llama Train Studios made. They made a hide and seek game if anyone doesn't know about it, and basically I am not much of a fan of it, but that's because I don't play hide and seek. That was something I used to do, I guess, but I don't think it's that interesting anymore to a lot of people. Everyone's grown up on the internet, kind of a thing. Some people really are just, they'll love it, of course. And I'm not saying they're not grown up, because you can have whatever taste you like. But personally, I just don't like hide and seek all that much. So I really do wonder what other kind of game they would have worked on had Pokemon Brick Bronze never been taken down in the first place. Would they have actually done something like this, some alternate reality regardless of that fact, or do you think they would have done something more interesting? You never really know. It's kind of interesting to think about. So, I mean, I'm just spectating. Or no, not spectating. What's the word? There's a word and I can't remember it, and that's not okay. Speculating, yeah. So in terms of just what I want to do, I could speculate, and I think that there's something to be said about it. Perhaps I could find my not Eaglet soon. Yeah. There's a good chance of something happening. Perhaps. I don't know. I can't say that I'm really all that knowledgeable, but I do like thinking about the lore a lot here. And there's not very much, of course, and I've not even hardly seen any of it. I know up to the part where you talk to your mom on the wristwatch, and then I've encountered Twiddle, but then I restarted again, and yeah, that was fun. I wonder if the autosave feature's been added yet. That would be nice. Having an autosave feature would make things really useful. We're on like, probably I'm actually close to, if not past 400 attempts now. Yeah, 400 attempts somewhat over the past 3 days. That's concerning. Of course, I know there's been people who do much more, considering that my odds are still currently at like 2,000. So technically you could say I'm hunting almost at full odds, I guess, but not really. You may as well call this full odds though, because I'm having such bad luck. Of course, it might not even be bad luck, but that's what I'm going to call it, because I have the trashiest trashing of this. It's kind of sad, honestly. I'm just sitting at a computer, spamming my click button, which is technically what almost all games do, unless you press an arrow keys, but, you know, the only difference is I'm clicking it and repeating the same action millions of times over just so I can get a pink bird. It's almost kind of sad in a way. But that's what you do when you're a YouTuber, I guess. And I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. It's entertaining, it's something fun to do, and it helps so that, I don't know, if you want to watch me suffer, you also suffer with me, because it's boring and that's what interests you. So if that's the case, then good for you, you know? And I know we're almost 40 minutes in here, but I think I'll only go for like an hour a day, and then I'll end the stream, but I'll keep on recording in case I get it right after I end the stream, and then I'll upload my very not good reaction, because that's totally what it'll be. Yay! It'll be something like that. I'll just be like, oh, heck yeah, boy! Who knows? I know I'm being a cringe lord right now, but I'm just starting YouTube, so I don't need to care about that. I'll just hate myself regardless. Yay, just kidding, I don't hate myself. I am neutral with everybody. I don't hate you, I don't hate me, I don't hate my siblings. But that's not to say I particularly like everyone until I get to know them. I'd simply like to remain neutral as a person. Like, you exist, I'm not gonna judge you until I know you well, and that means unless I know you well, I don't have the right to judge you. If you're overweight, you may or may not have problems, I'm not going to judge you. If you are underweight, of course, there's a similar thing. If you are anything other than something I may be used to, or if, I'm just a piece of crap, yeah. Now, I don't ever want to mean anyone harm, but, if I ever do offend someone, I definitely want to apologize for it. So, I do hope, though, that doesn't happen. It certainly would be better if I avoid all kinds of problems like that. So, yeah. Completely forgot what I was going to say. How fun! It'll be nice eventually, though. I'm going to be able to have an interactive audience, which is something, of course, I may not have too much of at the moment with my beautiful 20 subscribers, all 21 of you. That'll be cool, though. I'll be able to hang out with you guys and give you guys stuff, and we'll all hang out, and it'll be a big party. Everyone is giving. That's the kind of thing I definitely want to look for. I want a nice, wholesome community. I'll send pictures of my little fluffy pets, and you can all appreciate them with me. You don't have to, but it'll be cool, or maybe not, because I am cringing at myself. Like a casual human being ever so casually should. But anyway, yeah. I do appreciate that, one guy tuned in during this. You aren't on right now, person who got on, but thanks for getting on. You're cool. I didn't get the chance to say that while you were on. Anyway, I wonder if I'll finally get it this time. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but I do wonder. It's like, man, I certainly hope I get this pink bird after 400 maybe attempts plus, because game, that would be highly appreciated. Do it for the YouTube, do it for the viewers, so that I can make the most convincing performance ever of me being excited. Not really, because I suck at acting. Ha 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 ha. That's a bad joke, and that's not a joke, and I just laughed, and I'm very bad at communication. Yeah. Something I definitely think I need to work on is being more inflective in my voice. You should feel free to talk to me, tell me what I suck at. For anyone who wants to do that, and anyone who officially or occasionally, if you want to do streams with me, you want to join me occasionally, I'd like to do that. I'll just hang out with maybe one or two other people, even if I don't know you, that's cool. We'll just hang out and we'll hunt together, and now we can switch for Loomians, whether they be gleaming or not, fill our dexes, our Lumipedias. Yeah, it'll be cool. We are on probably attempt number 410 or 420. Oof, oof. Yeah, something like that. Nothing too decent. It's probably weak compared to some others. I know there are some people out there who have spent all their time, and then it's a week later and they finally get it. But I'm just never going to get it. I'm going to be here doing my streams, and it's going to be a straight month. All the next battle feeders will be out, and I'll be here Not even started the game yet because I don't have a pink bird and I refuse to go after anything other than a pink bird. Because, like, I mean, you know, like a brown leaf would be pretty cool. Or, like, a green bat would also be kind of cool. So, would like, you know, an electric weasel that's pink because reasons. That would be cool. In my personal opinion, though, I think it should have been blue for Weevils and its evolutions. Because there's, like, you got Eaglet, you got Embit. They're also pink. And you got 3 out of 7 at least. I don't remember if they're mostly pink. But, you know, I think they could have been a little bit more creative with the color spectrum, do some more green in there. Maybe Eaglet could have been green or like blue or purple. Purple would have made a good color considering it's a knight, almost. There are a lot of colors you could consider based upon what you're doing for the evolution, and I personally think that could suit it a little bit better. But of course, I'm not going to ask that anything be changed. There's no reason for me to do that. So, yeah. We are here being dead inside. My throat is beginning to get sore because I'm not used to talking to nobody. But yeah. If you want to know when my conventional time of streaming will be, then that's too bad because I don't really have one yet. The goal will be at least to do all day streams on maybe Saturdays. I don't know about Sundays that much, but I can do streams for at least a good 3 hours probably if I start getting more views soon, something along those lines. That would be nice. And once we reach maybe 100 people who can all try to join, I guess, at once or around the same time, once we have a max of 50 to 100, we'll start giving away stuff, whatever that amount may be. And it'll be pretty good stuff too, I want it to be. It'll be like gleamings and stuff for anyone who just couldn't get any and really wants one and stuff. And if you can just show me that you really want one with whatever, you know, you've got and how you want to get better and stuff like that, just to show off to some people, I'm completely fine with, like, giving away stuff in the future. All I really care about is having a good team, and then eventually I'll start on trying to get the decks. But after a lot of, like, looking and just waiting and seeing what everybody gets by evolving their starter Loomians, I've actually decided that I don't really like Vetvine's evolution. It's like a less, I guess, appreciative version of Lucario, a leafy Lucario, but not really. It's just got too many leaves, for my opinion. It's like, I don't really know what to think of it. So in particular, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it could be this, it could be that, or anything. I do want to finish this off with something eventually. It's been taking ages. Oh man, I used to be so lucky when it came to games like this. There was a day when I found 5 different legendaries within a literal 45 minutes. And I didn't really know how lucky that was at the time. I actually used to assume it was common to get them that often. And I just figured it was pretty normal. So, it's kind of depressing to think about now for me because I don't have them anymore, which kind of sucks. But maybe I'll get that luck back sometime soon. It'll just come back to me, and I'll get I'll finally have my gleaming little boyo or girl, and we can go on all these adventures, and we're gonna get all these gleamings and all sorts of stuff, and we're just gonna have a good time, talk to people, have some fun. I think that's the best part, honestly, of YouTube. Just getting to communicate with people more. That's the fun part. And of course, I've been waiting for this game ever since the very, very beginning of the trailer and everything else. I've been here since the soonest time I could possibly have found the Twitter, and I was watching and waiting, and I saw everything as it came out. It was such a refreshing thing to know that I was eventually going to finally have a game to play again, because my poor little booty just can't handle all the money. I can't get it, so I can't play enough games. I would really love to do that, though. It's always really decent to be able to have a nice amount of games in your library. Just got it on, all them popular platforms and whatnot. And so I just get to chill. I sit here and I play my game, and you guys who enjoy it too come up and you watch it with me. And I think that's the cool part about it. It's kind of sad to think about, but it happens. Today I also was too lazy because I figure I should add a new thumbnail, but have some space. Get it? I'm bad. So yeah, just gonna casually stare at my screen in unexistence. And this is probably one of the most boring streams ever created, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I'm gonna be that one person who just never gets views, and it'll be like, yes, I got 1 view for the first time in a week. Just kidding, it's been like 3 months. Yeah. That'll be okay. I'm actually fine with that. There was a time when I was really obnoxious that I thought, you know what, I'll just get 1 million subscribers overnight. And that was the dumbest thing I ever did. So I tried to make a YouTube channel, I made a video, it didn't go viral, and I got sad. Of course, I know better now, thank goodness, because if I were still that kind of a kid, I'd be concerned. But anyway, yep, life is pretty good for me right now. Get to play the most stagnating part of the game until I get Pink Birdo. It'll be fun. Kind of feels bad, man. Just sitting here talking to myself still. It'll be nice. Yeah. So, I guess, we're starting to end the stream at some point. I got about 10 more minutes, and then everything else that I do is going to be about, pretty quiet. I'm not going to do much. I don't particularly want to do that thing where some streamers start specifically at I don't know, it'll be a certain time, with it being something o'clock directly, or it'll be something 30 o'clock or something. Yeah. Please be shiny, my child. Great choice. I would like to nickname Pink Birdo. That's not a pink bird, dang it. Perhaps I should see if we've got ourselves a few. Nope, absolutely no one is awake. Ah, yes. Just a little bit of business I had to casually take care of for a literal half a second. It's all okay now. Oh, that's very snazzy. In my chats, I'm seeing some nice type charts. It's very interesting. Nice to know. Very cool. There's definitely a lot of differences I'm noticing. Yeah, it's very interesting. Some things are very similar to Pokemon, and some things are completely unsimilar in a lot of ways. I like this. This will definitely change a lot of things based on what there used to be. It adds a lot of new perspective. And now, I'm excited because this means I get to learn new things. Yay! Speaking of learning new things, something that's always been very good is learning. I really appreciate the idea and ability to be able to work hard and reach a goal. And it took me a long time to change my mind about something and do that kind of a thing too. Originally, I was the kind of person who would just kind of slack off and just not do work. I hated it. I never did it. And then I realized the value of learning. Of course, you still have a hard time doing it in a place like schools because they are the most bland places ever, and they are more focused around people as a whole rather than individuals. And I see that as a huge problem, at least for, the United States, which is where, of course, I live. But it's kind of just a thing, I guess. So that's fun and all. Coolio. Just gotta kind of deal with it, I guess. Luckily, I'll be done soon. And when I am done, I will be done for good, hopefully. All I need to do is let my school allow me to do it. Still no pink bird. What a lovely day. It's just so great knowing. Also, yes, I am. Welcome to my stream. I am definitely hunting for shinies. So, as it stands, for anyone who does or will watch, I suck, apparently, at talking to the chat. I apologize for that. That's because I usually don't have it open. Apologize if you just kind of appear and disappear. But yeah, I am currently hunting for a gleaming eaglet, which has been kind of a frustration for me just because I have not found it within 3 days. It's been big murder. I've been struggling just to get it. It's been a huge pain. So that's fun. I do definitely want to do something new in the future. And that means I need to get this gleaming eaglet, which is something I have been very much failing at getting. So that's cool. Well, at least now I'm ready and I'm watching. Honestly, I can never tell though if it's like me who's watching my stream because I need to watch to see if anyone else is in the chat, or if it's someone else. And if there is someone else, you should totally talk in my chat unless you're like not logged in or something. I don't know. But I do definitely appreciate the views. You should like and subscribe because I am very much new to YouTube, and as soon as I start getting onto people's recommendations, maybe that would be really crazy cool. Now, of course, this isn't going to be anything really special of a channel. It's just me doing something that's going to become extremely common, and there are people who are definitely much bigger than me who've been playing for a much longer time. So I'm starting late in the game. Obviously, I don't think it was the best decision to wait for the exact release to start my channel, but that's my choice, and I do not really regret it. I think it'll be cool. I certainly need to get better at talking to people, don't I? Ha 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 ha. But anyway, yeah, that's fun. I do wonder if there's a way I could try. I'm going to test something really quick. I'm not going to be playing for just about 30 seconds. I want to test something. Okay. So yeah, I can totally look from different point of view. Does that mean I can show the analytics from here? Yes, I can. Oh, no, I can't. Cool, totally. Well, anyway, I guess for the moment, what I can do is just hope that I start getting somewhere. I'm surprised that I actually have had a few viewers. I didn't expect for at least a week that I'd get people. That's cool that you're stopping by. Hi guys. I'm very new. The goal is to be professional as I start though. I've been working a long time on just getting better. That's something I can be proud of, I think. Yeah, something I guess, well, speaking of, something to talk about is I am an artist. Hello. I'm probably not going to mention this too often, but yeah, I guess that was probably noticeable because of some of my first thumbnails, the first few streams. So that's cool. There's been an effort. It has happened, and it has been doing its thing. But since we are literally reaching a singular hour, I'm going to be ending the stream in just a few minutes, so that's fun. I'll definitely be doing another soon, and when I do, it'll either be of me starting my actual adventure, because I actually got my Gleaming Eaglet by now, or I will have actually done something more productive with my life, and I'm actually doing something decent. So I'll be getting other Gleaming Legends, or Roamings, or just regular Loomians, and then I will give them away in the future, and I think that'll be nice, So, as it stands, of course, I personally think Eaglet's the best. That's not particularly because, the others are bad. It's just because looks are very important. And it's got purple in its eyes, and it's got blue, and it has a nice, very bright pink, which is a very cool looking bird. And his or her name, will be Fluffy, and it will be amazing. Anyways, I guess, yeah, it's about time to start saying some goodbyes. Sadly, this will be the absolute last attempt, and then I'll be stopping. I will be continuing my recording just in case I need to clip and upload my reaction if I do surprisingly get one, because I have been doing that for the past couple of days. Because I definitely at least want people to be able to see how I got it. I think that would be great. But, if anyone who does come across this, whether you do actually watch it all the way or something, just let me know if, if I'm doing it right or if I'm doing it wrong. I should be doing it right, considering I've watched a few other videos on how I should be collecting it just in case. But that's just me. So, we've already hit 1 hour now. Usually I'd go for longer, but I need some sleep soon. So I am going to finish up and then hop off, probably, unless I do continue. It'll all depend. It varies depending on time to time. And if I do get an eaglet, whether I am or am not on the stream, that'll be great. I like that. That's cool. Anyways, yeah. Since we're ending off the stream, yeah. It was nice to hang out with anyone who, a few people showed up. It was really cool. Thanks for stopping by. Very much appreciated for the moment. I'm just finishing up. Maybe I'll conveniently and magically get my gleaming just as I'm about to end. That would be a very nice little treat. So, yeah, I guess. Of course, obviously, I do still suck at the whole editing and stuff, which is exactly why, and I'm going to be straight, that's the exact reason why I'm going to do mostly streams. I do have some ability to edit, and that's probably all it's going to stay as, and I don't plan to work better at changing it. It'll just kind of develop, I guess. But what can I expect? Here we are. Last time, this little boy just needs to wake up, run over, and my mother in the game will now hopefully give me a pink bird. It was a great choice as usual, and it is not a pink bird. Very sad. That's too bad. Alright, we have been an extra minute in too long for my personal taste for this stream. It was nice to be with anyone who came and watched. Thank you. Please like the video if you did like it. I don't mind dislikes, because that's your opinion. Thank you. Anyway, I hope anyone who sees this has a nice morning, day, or night, whichever it may be, wherever you are. And I will see everybody later. Goodbye.